Hey everybody, Scott here. This is the Fifine Game Mixer. It is a gaming mixer for streaming and podcasting. This has a 48 volt phantom power for condenser mics with a toggle in the back for both condenser and dynamic, and I don't know why. That's weird. You have a headset input and a line in for like a phone or a tablet, headphone jack for, well, headphones, and a line out for your speakers, and of course USB to your PC. There's no software for this device. Windows just picks it up and you select it as your sound and mic. Plastic construction that feels very light and cheap, but buttons are LED lit and also feel cheap and spongy when pressed. But here's the 48 volt. Here's the Electro Auto Tune, which I will not demonstrate. And then 4 custom recordable buttons. And the LED button, which changes the color profile. And a voice changer, which I will demonstrate right now.
So this is male. I guess this is what I'm supposed to sound like.
This is female. So it's a female voice.
This is a robot, and it's stupid. This is a monster.
This is obviously a baby. So, wah, I want a bottle, whatever.
And then this is elder, which sounds really cool now that I hear it. Wow, I may use this all the time. So if you hear my next podcast, I may sound like this. I don't know.
Okay, and then hold it down and turn it off. All right. Now, 4 sliders that feel really cheap for the mic, line in, and headphones, and line out. There's no LED on these sliders, so you can't see your level in the dark, which is kind of a problem, especially for me. There are LED meters on the top for the mic and the line out, as you can see here. The audio quality coming from the PC is pretty good. Not as good as an audio interface, such as my favorite Universal Audio Volt 1, but it is fine. Mic quality is pretty good, as you're hearing it right now. Mute buttons are nice, as an audio interface essentially doesn't have any of those, so you just have to use the volume settings. But let's talk about the mic monitoring. It sounds terrible. The sound feeding back into the headphones is not what you're hearing. It sounds like a cup on a string inside my headphones, and that's a problem. Recording with this is fine, but you really want to hear how you sound when you're recording. That's almost a deal breaker for me. But let's move on. So all in all, this is a very cheap mixer coming in at $49.99. But is it good? Well, let's talk about that. What do you want this for? If you want to start a podcast and have these added volumes and sound options at your fingertips, then okay. Do you want to start streaming and have this as your essential sound control? Then this is not a terrible option. It feels cheap and doesn't really feel like it's going to last for years, but the sound quality with a good mic, like the Fifine K668D, check my review, is a budget option to say the Go XLR or Go XLR Mini. It's about investment. If you have the extra money, go with the Go XLR Mini. It does the same thing, has better quality, and the LED sliders are very handy. Also, the mic monitoring is great, unlike this one. But if you don't, I think you can make this work. I have used this all week and haven't had any problems with it. It doesn't fail. It doesn't do anything weird. The sound is consistent. And for $50, I say go for it. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps. Check me out on the Supply Drop podcast right here on YouTube, where I will be using this for our next episode. I'll put a link down below. And hit that like, and please subscribe. I've got some other stuff coming up, and that really does help my channel. I appreciate it.